Hello everybody, this is John Bishop with the Live and Learn channel. Today I'm going to do a quick video for you on how to make a down and dirty, simple, quick net needle. Now we're all familiar with net needles. We all know it's the little carver that you're supposed to do, and a lot of people have got a challenge out there for making one of these, I think in 3 to 4 minutes, something like that. But if all you have, which is good to do if you got a small pocket knife, but if all you have is something like this big beauty here, the Horseman, then you're going to really have a hard time doing some intricate cutting. Okay, being real careful on your edges. Now I've done a video using this knife to make a net needle just like this. Okay, it's out there, I've got it, but you got to really be careful with that large fixed blade. So if you've got that and you don't really want to fight through it, cut them fingers up and any of that good stuff, what you're going to do is, here's what we got for our project today. Okay, all you're going to need is 3 little sticks, 6 to 7 inches long. Now that's left up to you. If you want to make a long net needle, 8-10 inches long, then cut accordingly. Okay, you're going to need 3 of them, 2 close to the same length, they don't have to be identical, and then 1 smaller within about an inch or so shorter on both ends than what you have, which you can see here. See that? Pretty simple. I made this out of 1 branch. I just cut it off, debarked it, and away I went. Then you're going to need a piece of spare cordage, which I'm taking it you have cordage for your net. I'll be using bank line. Just cut off a chunk of it. This is about 1 foot or so. Okay, somewhere around in there. It's not precise, but here's what we got to do to start off. You take your 3 little sticks, however long you want them, and you carve off an edge, a point, one-sided. And you want that point, as you can see, I got a slope here, and I have a slope on the other side the same way. That's what you want. That's a key to this. You want to cut off on both sides, put a small point on it. Don't have to be razor sharp. You're not going to be poking anything or making anything. It's just be able to get into tight spots and wedge it open. You're going to need 2 sticks. Now you don't have to have it identical to each other. See, one's a little bit longer than the other one. I have no issue with that. Like I said, remember, this is down, dirty, quick, and simple. And then you're going to need a smaller one. Now this smaller one, you can make it the length you want, but my advice to you is you want it about 1 inch or so down from the tip. You want about 1 inch or so down on both ends. So if you see here, see that? That's rough, but you want that like that. If you put it too small, it'll twist up on you and pop around whenever you're lashing this together, which I'm getting ready to do for you now. Okay, so you'll get a general idea. Your slopes will face each other. See that? And this is what it's going to look like. Well, to hold this together, we're going to lash it together with a piece of bank line. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Pretty quick, pretty easy. You're going to take one end, you're going to tie a timber hitch in it. Okay? Timber hitch is going to be pretty easy. We all know how to do it, right? Bring yourself a timber hitch around. And it's got to wrap at least 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. Okay? See that? And then your stick goes through there. Now you want that slope, when you tighten this off, you want it to the inside. See that? Then what you're going to do is you're going to put your center stick on, and then your slope side of your other outer edge stick. Then that way when it's together, you can tie it. Pretty simple. It'll be right to the edge of that. See it? And you'll go a couple of wraps. Make sure it's good and tight. Cinching it. Now I don't have these all pushed together. Remember, they're just going to be there to hold the 2 together. This is, after all, a down and dirty quick net needle. Something you didn't want to spend a whole bunch of time on. So when you've got that, hold it with your hand. You can grab the other end of it. Hold it steady. Just run it down a couple of wide loops. It's not going to matter till you get to the other end. And then do the same thing down here a couple of times, leaving a few inches hanging off the edge. All right, And what you're going to do with that is we're going to run it back on itself. All right. So you'll run it around your thumb, and then you want to run it around once, twice, and cinch it down. Okay. Pretty easy. See that? Then you'll just take your cordage, run it through the center, right here. See the edge of it? And you'll run it through and hold it and just wrap it around. Now, this, you know, use as much as you want, wrap as much as you can fit on it, kind of thing. I'm only going to do this for purposes of showing you that it works. And I will not be cutting the bank line because I'm not making a net, so I don't want to waste it. But anyways, so there we go. So what you see is a down and dirty net needle. Now you can weave that through, pull it out your other side. And you can do that all the way through until you use all of your line and start over again. Now, down and dirty net needle. Simple, easy, quick. Not as nice as this, not as light as this, but it is something you can slap together in just a couple minutes. And you're not out any kind of carving, so if the only thing you have is this, you can do that. Or if you have absolutely no knife at all, you can sharpen one of these edges off on a rock, take your cordage that you're going to make yourself a primitive net, hopefully catch yourself some kind of food later on down the line. But all right, there's your down and dirty. It's pretty simple. Then when you want to take it back apart, save your cordage, pull back on this, feed it out a couple of times. See that? And you are back to where you were. All right, guys. Well, you take care of each other. Hope you enjoyed this little quick video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Come to the page and leave a message. Message me on here. Any questions you have, any comments you have, good or bad, let's hear it. Remember, knowledge doesn't cost anything and it does not weigh anything. Take care of yourselves.